Hello and welcome to the Work Hates podcast. I'm Bron Lewis. This is Bretty Blake. Everyone has a nightmare work story, whether it's an awful boss, a shitty workplace, or an insufferable colleague. And if you've had none of those things, chances are you're the problem.
You are the problem.
Yes.
Today we are joined by comedian, skater and scar enthusiast David Quirk.
That's the new one. Hello, folks.
Hello, David Quirk.
I'm scarred. If you can zoom in. Yeah,
We're zooming in as we speak.
Thanks for having me.
You've had some skin cancers cut out. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No, it looks like you've had your face and tits done, brother. It looks like a bit of cosmetic stuff. You had the face
You're
ball.
very smooth now. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it's a nice nip and tuck. The cheapest I've ever had.
All you had to do was nearly die of cancer.
Yeah,
well,
I
just realised I got to turn the heater off. Keep going, sorry.
I recommend being born white, living for 40-odd years in the blazing Australian sun if you want this procedure.
Because
I was going to say that people like me and you are skin... Actually, all three of us, we're not meant for this Australian climate, are we? They're like... I'm like, why am I freckly? It's like, you're not meant to be in the sun, brother. You're meant to be an Eskimo or something.
That's right. They're trying to kick us out, aren't they?
Yeah.
I
refuse to.
The irony.
I haven't had my skin checked ever.
Ever? Well,
No one. Everyone looks at me. I'm like, look away.
Did you ever... No.
Don't even... I'm checking right now.
Don't check my
A
skin.
checkup. I can see it.
Still, it's probably a good idea just to know
I
you might not
should
have to go
go.
again for another decade.
To stand in the nude. Not in the nude.
In
In your
undies,
undies.
maybe?
In your undies.
Yeah.
And then they just check you over. Yeah, great. How many of you had burnt off?
Ooh.
Hundreds.
Dozens.
Really?
Dozens, I'd say. Yeah, dozens probably.
You're an
Wow.
outdoorsy guy, though, Dave.
Yes,
You're always
you love
out
the
skating and whatnot.
painting.
Yeah, it's a life lived too well.
That's beautiful.
But
Too well.
I don't know how much you want to talk about this, but a few years ago, I was getting I started being annual with this beautiful dermatologist that I'd see out sort of the Bayside area.
Beautiful.
Dr. Stavrakoglu.
Okay.
Shout out.
Huge
Big fan of
shout
Stav.
out.
Beautiful
Oh,
Greek
love his
man.
work.
And
Yep.
he'd seen me for years, like probably 5 or 6 years. So he sort of knew me. And that's why he said, just come back in 12 months because you're good. And I'm like, all right. So I walked in this 1 year later just thinking, I'm going to ace the test. I've been wearing hats and sunscreen and long sleeves. And I was sitting on the bench in my underpants. This is just a funny story about men's egos, really. And they go through one. Yeah, you wouldn't know much about that.
Nah.
And they were going through my scalp. So they literally, he's like just looking through, see if there's any damage on the scalp. And I was just talking, just thinking, looking away. And then he just goes in this beautiful Greek accent, because he's known me for a while. He just goes, "You are thinning." And I remember just like stopping and going, what the, like, I'd rather he told me I had melanoma at the time. I'm like, what the fuck I'm feeling? Like, I was
You're
like, oh my
balding and you're
God.
ugly.
Yeah.
Why
So-
would he say that? That has
because
nothing to do with anything.
it's just like you're thinning. It's
Is
fine.
it like, and is it just like a reminder you have to wear a hat?
No. It's,
No,
You're
just
reminded
feedback.
that your hair's shit. But
Yeah.
also,
But
he's
you
like, you
don't
look...
look like you're thinning.
no,
You've got
because he
lovely,
put me
luscious
on.
hair.
I'm not afraid to say it. I'm on like a little dose of medication that made me thicken up.
Yeah, I'm on the same one. Don't worry.
Same.
They are the finasteride.
Finasteride.
Yes.
Yeah, but they
How bad
said
are-
it,
how
they
bad
said it
are
can
men?
fuck with your stiffies, though.
No, it's not how bad
Yeah, I
a man.
didn't-
There's only very few things you guys have to do. We have to do a lot of things. I
That's
think
true.
that's okay to have a little tablet and keep your hair
but it
if
could-
you want it.
Could affect your stiffies.
Who
Yeah,
gives a shit?
but
No
did you
one
find that
wants
happen? You're
Yeah,
hard
well,
right
normally
now.
it's the 19 whiskies I've had beforehand.
them. Is that the only side
whiskey
effect?
dick.
You willy?
They said depression, but as well. Lower sex drive and depression. I didn't notice much change there in either of those things. But it's a low dose, so I'm good. I thank it. Do you thank it?
I'm back on it. I'm week 2 on it. I just struggle to remember to fucking take it, though. You know what I mean?
You need a Webster pack, Brady, with all your meds now.
What's the Webster pack?
It's like where there's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
got one of those.
I actually ordered one.
Yeah,
A full,
good.
Did you? Yeah,
full
smart.
old lady, Monday to
That's a good
Sunday.
idea.
And you need to keep it where you can see it.
Yeah, I know. I have it on the site, and I still forgot to
Because of the
take it.
ADHD.
Yes. And we're very visual people. I need to be able to see. The
It won't-
Dexies I'll remember to take because I'll be like, why don't I
it's
feel
fun.
electric?
Right.
Because you enjoy them.
Okay.
Yeah. Why am I
That-
eating today?
That was just a little anecdote about
I
my
loved
hair.
it,
Anyway.
and I loved it, and I
Did
really
you?
enjoyed it. Yeah,
Thank you.
Quirk. This is one of the very few times that because Brett does the bio. This is one of the few times I'm like, oh, he's gonna. There's so many things that you could say because with other people it's like comedian, writer, and then he has to try and desperately find something
something
else that they've done. But you've got actor, painter, skater.
I forgot actor as well.
Yeah,
Actor,
brilliant
yeah,
actor. You're a
yeah.
brilliant actor. So
Thank you.
I think I saw your acting before I saw your comedy, and
Right.
both I love them both.
What
And
did you watch? Can I ask?
Rosehaven.
Sam-
Haven.
Rosehaven, yeah.
Rose
yeah.
Simmons, R.I.P. Sam Simmons series.
Yeah,
What was that one?
Oh,
was that the car?
Problems, it was called.
You were playing a shopkeeper and there was a nut. I remember a
That's
nut
right,
involved.
yeah.
I was in Perth when I watched it.
That one's for the true believers that people recognise me from that sometimes. And I'm like,
really?
you're a true believer if you saw that little show.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
It was like an Australian Mighty Boosh or something.
Okay.
It's sort of really
Did
absurd.
Sam Simmons make it, create it?
I'm not sure if you'll allowed to say his name on any
No,
podcast,
RIP
but
to him. And
we can edit that out.
no, we don't edit anything.
We don't edit
That's
anything
one
out.
thing you must remember, Quirk. We
There's
will not
no
edit
edits.
anything. There's no edits. Everyone gets exactly what we dish out.
You get cancelled, you get cancelled. That's
for
fine.
them.
Yeah.
That's it. You
We
run
don't
your
edit, but we
game.
sometimes don't release episodes.
Yes, we have had to do.
You don't edit things out, but sometimes you do maybe make the bit that the person said louder and you sort of emphasise it rather than cut it out.
Exactly. The thing that
We
we
really
should edit
stitch up
out.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we double down.
We exploit and double down.
And so, what was it like working on Rosehaven?
It was great.
Was it?
Well, I love Celia and Luke McGregor.
Yes.
And they were...
It sounded like you had a red dot on your forehead when you were saying that. I love Celia and Luke McGregor.
I'm contractually obliged to say that.
Kevin White's in the bushes.
I think
with a gun.
that's their names. No, I do. I love them. And I think they had me in mind for that character, which is rare.
It suit you down to the ground.
Yeah, sadly. A hoarding weirdo. Yeah.
I know.
I didn't have to do any acting for that role.
It was perfect because it was quirky, you know?
It was.
So it was like, I couldn't imagine anyone else getting it right.
No, thank you. And it was great because it's in Tasmania. I love Tasmania.
Yeah, great.
I'm contractually obliged to say that as well.
Mate,
And,
you don't have to be. I love Tassie. Tassie's one
that's
of
what I
the
mean.
beautiful parts of Australia. I fucking love
and
it.
it had a long run. It was like 5 seasons or something. So, yeah.
Heaps. Yeah.
No, it was great.
Oh, good. And then, was that your favourite acting job? Careful. They're watching.
My favourite acting job? No.
What was your favourite thing you've ever played in or been in?
The thing I'm probably the most proud of is probably the little role I had on Please Like Me.
Yeah.
If you ever
Josh Thomas.
Thomas's show, it was small, but
Is that when you had gay sex in a spa?
I was a real little fucker.
That's awesome.
And that was
I remember watching that show a long time ago. So I can't remember this scene. I'm going to have to.
My mate still has that spa you made love in.
It does not.
Does.
at the house.
Yes.
What do you
that
mean?
spa from Rosehaven.
No, from
Rosa.
Please Like Me.
So Please Like Me is in my mate's shed.
Why?
Is it?
So because after
Because
season,
he's an enthusiast.
That's
so
so
He
weird.
was like, "Fuck! I heard David Quirk had a root in here. I'll get that."
I heard they're selling it.
Yeah, no. So he was one of the lighting guys on
Yeah,
there.
okay.
And at the end of the production, they got to get rid of all the shit, and the spa's $10,000, and no one wanted this fucking spa,
he just took it.
and they're hard to get rid of. So he goes, "I'll give you $1,000 for it, with all the pumps and shit." And he lives in a warehouse, so he put the spa into the warehouse, set it all up, and then obviously season 2 happens. Had to come back and go, "Oh, we need that spa again." He goes, "Yeah, no worries. I'll hire it back to you for $5,000.
Oh,
Did he?
Yeah.
Right,
So,
right.
yeah,
Nice.
they had to keep using the same spa, so you just hire it back to him every year.
Very clever.
yeah, very
Fucking-
super clever. Just for reference, we never actually in that show. No sex in the spa.
Oh, okay.
No sex in the spa.
Because he
Sex
actually
in-
said 2 blokes rooted in this spa on a TV show.
Yeah, there
when we were in the spa.
was a lot of like water. It was one grinder hookup, and in one night, the 2 characters showered, had a bath, and a
Yes, I do
spa.
remember this.
I'm like,
I do remember this.
I'm not gay, but what's going on there?
Also, like, is Josh Thomas trying to groom me here? He keeps putting me into these shirts, scenes where I'm like in water with him somewhere.
Yeah. How clean do we need to
I
be
do
to be
remember
dirty?
these scenes. I do remember.
It's coming back to you?
It is coming back to me. So
Because
much.
they're
yeah.
unrealistic in their
Yeah,
waterborne
2
ways.
grown men in a bath. I was
Yeah.
like,
No
come
one's
on.
doing that.
Unlikely.
Unlikely. No,
Fitting.
I don't even know any blokes that have baths. I love baths. Do you have baths at your house?
No, boring.
See,
Oh, and I don't have a bath.
I've
But
got a
they're boring.
fucking huge bath in there. Have you seen the huge
do you
bath?
ever use it?
Never been in there.
Should we get in there now?
Yeah, I reckon we should
Let's do
I want
that.
podcast.
to see 2 blokes in a bath. You guys know I love that.
Yes,
That'd be good.
shirt
Get the-
off.
get
Let's
the bubbles.
recreate it. Then we can sell my bathtub to my mate, and he can
Put your
hire it back. to
band-aids
him.
on your little scars.
Yeah,
Jump
yeah. I'm
in.
allowed to have a shower. Only since
Ooh.
yesterday did I get what look like sanitary pads off.
Yep.
You know, dressings.
Yep.
Yesterday was good. Head under the shower.
Oh,
Ooh.
paradise.
Just felt like being back on TV with Josh Thomas. You know.
So, and because you just had so many repeat roles, or was this a fun job to be a part of, or a fun crew? What was
Yeah,
that?
what did you like? Yeah, what was
just
your
everything.
favourite one?
I like that. No, I was just because people come up to me, like, especially sort of slightly younger people. It sort of meant a lot to them. that show. I think maybe queer audiences and they just loved it. So I feel proud of it.
It's really
and
nice.
I got to this. I've never seen this before or since. Josh asked me. He gave me the script of the character's dialogue,
Yep.
and he said, "Feel free to change these whole slabs of."
Oh, wow.
And I was like, "Oh my god, you never get asked to do that."
Yeah.
And maybe there's a good reason for it sometimes. But I was like, I said, "How about this? This comes out of my mouth really naturally. What do you think?" And it made it to the cut you see.
Great.
So that was cool. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the
good.
most fun, might be Rosehaven.
Oh, good.
Or I shot a little independent film last year. That was pretty great.
And did you what do you prefer, stand up or acting?
I would be a full-time actor if I could.
Yeah, great.
But it's, hard.
Do you not stress out about learning all that dialogue and stuff? It just fucking stresses me out, you know? Or you're pretty good at it?
I'm good and bad at it. Yeah.
Okay.
And you just have to learn little bits at a time.
Yeah.
And you if you get it wrong, you go again. You've done all your stuff with the shack, haven't
Yeah,
you?
but I still get, as soon as someone sends me a script, I get overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my God, I've got to talk this much. I fucking hate it.
You just have to, think about how you remember on stage though. It's just, even though your own words though.
But they're my own words,
Yeah.
and I'm navigating it the way I want to. Like I had a big one there's a series coming up called The 12. And I did.
I
Are you in
love
that? You in
series.
the
I
top?
cannot wait to see this.
Stu
Yeah.
Dolman is in that, isn't he?
Stu
not?
Dolman
is
is in there.
he?
I understand.
Oh, yeah,
so-
as one of the jurors. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I had 6 pages of dialogue straight.
What?
It was a lot.
Have you
That's
done
a
this?
monologue.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, but it was back and forth. I had a lot of call and responses. But it was
That's the nature of
fucking
dialogue.
Yeah. But as in, when I say record,
As opposed to a monologue.
Because I was getting, I suppose, now you say it like that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of because I was being interrogated. So
that can
was
be
easier.
hard.
Yeah, that was actually, I found that easier because I was like, I just had to be an annoying cunt to him and a cheeky cunt, which I was like,
Would come
Was
quite
it Sam
naturally.
Neill? You and
Yeah.
Sam
Was
Neill.
it?
Oh, my God.
Was it?
yeah, dude, it was huge.
Wow. There you go.
Massive.
Yeah, and
Freddie,
he goes,
that's cool.
we're in the dressing room together, and he goes, I'll just be riffing a lot up there as well, so just roll with it. And I was like, could you not? This is kind of like my first big job, so just.
You didn't say that to him.
No, I was like, it's kind of I did. I was like, it's kind of like my first thing. So yeah, trying to throw me under the bus too much, but yeah, we got our hair and makeup done next to
I'm
each
sure.
other,
I can't wait to see that.
and we talked about the crookest shit accidentally. Guess what? Me and Sam Neill spoke about for half an hour. Trough boy,
That's the pissing.
the guy that loves to be pissed on.
How did that come
How
up?
did he know Trough Boy? Is
Well-
he Trough Boy?
Is he, well, exactly,
his
because
son?
we were talking about TV series that we liked, and I said, you can't ask me that, or
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You
Was
can't ask me that, yeah.
Don't-
You can't ask that.
you can't ask that on ABC.
ABC,
Great
yeah.
series.
Oh, yeah.
And when I said, I love that series because, it's, people finding out about different people's walks of lives or whatever. Also, you got a bit of a thing there, David.
Do I?
There you go. Got him. Yeah, it was tiny. But there you go.
Compared to the scars, that's
No,
nothing.
that's fine.
but-
So,
Thank you.
So Sam Nielsen there, I'm telling him about how much I love this TV series. And he goes, and I said, what was that? What was that laugh for? He goes, it was just one episode about this guy from Sydney. And he goes, it doesn't matter. And I said, are you talking about Trough Boy? Randomly, which is such a fucking big swing.
it
And he
is.
goes, yes. And then we just talked about Trough Boy and how we're
What
obsessed
was
with
that
Trough Boy.
episode? I'm going to go back
Yeah.
and rewatch
Well,
it. God, I've got
so
lots of
either
this
either
stuff.
after that we started talking about that series, or somehow we randomly got to Trough Boy.
Yeah.
And then we just were chatting about it, and he was like, Trough Boy is in one of the episodes, and you don't realize till the very end, and then he reveals he's Trough Boy, and I was like, what the fuck? So
Look it up.
yeah, so essentially my opening conversation with Sam Neill was about how some guy in Sydney loves to be pissed on during the gay and lesbian Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
What is it? So he gets in a trunk.
Very weird conversation.
I
love that.
Is it at a gig? Like where does he do this? Where
So
is he
at the
Trough
Gay and
Boy?
Lesbian Mardi Gras,
Yep.
every year I'm assuming there's a big club that everyone goes to, and he
Oh,
just goes
he
and
just-
lies in the trough.
Incredible. That is.
People go do their thing, and I'm assuming he's lying there with a big old stiff having a great time.
Yeah.
Absolutely wild.
So,
and then he
but-
just gets up and puts his clothes back on and walks back out.
I'd hope a shower would be involved.
You would hope so.
Well, there's no shower in a club. You'd have to walk home, get a
This is what me and Sam Neill were discussing.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
how does it work?
But also, like,
There'd
because
be
you know,
showers in clubs.
yeah,
There would not be showers
Somewhere.
in clubs.
Not for the punters, but
he could have
you know
like
what I
what do
mean?
they call it?
Ever
Like
seen
a festival wash. Your tits and bits. As you go,
Well,
just a
that's
little
not,
sink.
That's probably not.
little
It's probably
sink.
not that bit that he's mostly worried about.
It's probably his mouth.
Face.
Yeah, his face. Yeah.
Probably the fact that he's got urine all over his body.
Would you wee on a man if you walked in and he was in the trough?
No, I'd get stage
If he
fright.
needed it. Do you mean?
Yeah, but what way does he need it to survive or to get hard?
Because he wants it.
I need this. All right. Just hang on.
I'll do this once.
No, would I? Or would Brett?
If you walked in and there was a man who was like, you don't have to, but I would really
you're in
like
a pub,
you to.
you walk in, there's a guy lying in the pisser.
Yes.
And he goes, don't worry, I haven't fallen. This is my thing. And then he goes, well, since you're here anyway, when in Rome.
Would you like to?
I would find it hard. It feels like something...
Degrading?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be...
But he said please.
I just
I know.
wanna-
That's why it's a real...
fuck,
yeah.
What would you
Also,
do,
I
Brett?
say no eye contact and...
So you'd still do it?
No, I don't reckon I could. No.
Even like for free.
Yeah, because he might be... You don't know how he... Like, when you start peeing, he might be like, yeah, you dirty little slut. I'm like, hang on.
And then
you
you
didn't
get-
say anything about fucking
Dirty
talk and
talk.
shit as well. You know what I mean? Is he lying there? Is he jacking off? I want to know these things.
Yeah. So you don't want to do it in case you get aroused, is what I'm
No,
hearing.
whether he gets aroused.
If it
I don't wanna-
turns
I
you
don't wanna
on,
be- I don't-
are you scared of getting turned on?
Well, you can't piss when you got a
It's very
stiffy,
homophobic.
dude. You know what I mean?
It's harder.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
harder.
Very
It's
homophobic.
not
I've got to
impossible.
lean forward with my stiff
Yeah.
to piss on this bloke.
Yeah.
I wonder what the moment was for him that he went, I'm just going to get in there. You know, like I wonder if he had to be really maggot or off his head on something.
Apparently he's there every year. It's his thing. You just people different flows.
And people get into it, obviously.
He still does it?
I don't. I've never been.
He's a bit older. You got to give him a hand.
I feel like because you
There's-
had a bath with Josh Thomas once,
Yeah.
you know everything gay.
You would think so.
Yeah, you think so. You don't even know anything about.
No,
Trump
there's no
Boy.
mention of that in the script.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's what they were alluding to.
Yes.
In that episode that I shot.
That
The
you were
sort of
Josh
just
Boy.
you're wet, but
Yeah.
with what is the question?
Because I had this yarn with Sam, which is obviously an insane yarn to have with someone. And then I was chatting to Dad. I said, he goes, how did it go? You fucking met Sam Neill? I said, oh, man, he's so nice. You'd never guess what we're talking about. We're talking about Trop Boy, this bloke who liked to be pissed on. He's like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know.
It's good enough for
Dad.
Sam. It's good enough for me, Dad.
Yeah. And there's like just two hair and makeup ladies like,
Ew,
and we're like, imagine getting pissed on.
How many Oscars have you won, Dad? Okay.
Yeah.
It's Trough Boy we talk about.
Yeah.
The actors.
I love how that was our opening conversation.
Yeah.
I'd totally forgotten what Trough Boy is because when you said it, I'm like, yeah, I've heard that term. And I thought it was like, had a touch of like the Two Girls, One Cup kind of gnarly videos.
Yeah,
Trough
no
Boy, but it's
videos,
actually
just rumours.
It's more of an organised, sanctioned event is
Yeah,
Trough
that
Boy.
I thought because Cam James was telling me about it, and I thought
Of course he
it
was.
was a man who'd come on stage and line at something that he called trough, and then someone else would come out and piss him. I thought it was a performance. I thought it was like performance.
Yeah, I
art.
it sort of is, I reckon.
Maybe it is.
You know,
Performance art.
No, he's an artist.
Yeah,
He's an artist.
He's an
Yeah.
artist.
He's an artist.
It's funny because it could also be Trough Boy. The trough is the word in the title, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is really not the main thing. It's
No, it's
you
the
know,
boy.
it's
It should be, yeah.
Is it a guy that just fucking loves troughs?
Yeah.
Or is it's not piss
Yeah.
boy, but it's I guess the
Yeah.
trough makes it funny though, to be honest.
Trough, but also like he's a pig in the trough. He's a fiend
Yeah.
for it. He loves it. But yeah, it should
That's
be
it.
piss boy.
It's probably more of a bar. Or is it a trough? You know what I mean? Trough. It's very cows and
Yes, it
you know
is.
eating from a
Yeah.
trough or drinking water from a
Yeah,
trough.
they're feasting on him.
So it's a good. I do love they've used the term trough.
yeah.
Is what I'm saying. This is what the podcast is about,
It
isn't
is
it? The trough.
because they're not. Do you call it a trough when you like?
Yeah, I'm pissing the trough. Yeah,
you
trough.
call it
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want like when you come out and sit with the boys, like, which did you use? Did you use a?
I didn't use a trough. I used that bloke's mouth.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Well, I'm assuming he wouldn't mind us. He wouldn't be like, oh yuck, you got some in my mouth. Sorry, mate.
You don't know. He might have standards. You don't know him.
You know what?
at
Let's
all.
get him on here.
I'd
Don't-
love to.
You don't want to get sick, do you?
Trough boy, if you are watching this,
Oh,
or
he's
listening
definitely
to
trough
this-
man now. He's definitely an
Trough
adult.
man?
Trougman.
He'd be a senior citizen at this stage.
Would he?
I don't know.
would love to hear from you, and I'd love to have you on the podcast, please.
Maybe he's aged well. Maybe there's something magical in urine.
Maybe there is.
Maybe.
I mean, there's nothing good in the sun from what I can see from
No,
work.
no. They would heal the scars.
Get a bit of piss on that, mate. You'd be shining.
Yeah, maybe. There might be
So,
some
Quirk,
truth.
you've had heaps and heaps of jobs in your life.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you are born and bred in Bright, Victoria.
Yes, yeah, well done,
Paradise on Earth.
Thank you.
Love
I love
the river
Bron.
there.
Shouldn't
Oh
say
my
thank you,
gosh.
but yeah, it's a
No, you
I'm
created
biased.
it.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
And then what was your first ever job? Do you remember that?
I think I would have had something ready. The first ever job, I remember I feel like my sister worked at a place called the Crazy Kangaroo, which was later, it was like a
$2
pancake
shop?
parlor.
Oh, yes.
No, it was,
Oh,
it was kind of a...
Yeah, you got to go down and piss on a kangaroo.
Yeah.
Like, God
But
damn
anyway,
it.
check this out. That was in the 80s. She was much older. Like my
Yes.
sister's nearly 60. I'm 44. So
Yeah, because your parents had two
you had
kids
two
and
groups
then a huge
of kids.
break
Yeah.
and then two more.
That's right.
Amazing.
But so she had a job there, and I guess somehow I was still in primary school, I think, and I was the dishwasher. You know, like,
yeah.
and I hated that job, but I was too young to hate or like a job, I reckon, at that
yeah,
age.
you just have to.
But I
you
just
got
remember the
paid.
Crazy Kangaroo. I remember this is before like the modern era, the last 10 years of, you know, not necessarily political correctness. What's the term? Wokeness, etc.
Okay. What would
Like
go
20
wrong?
years ago, more, 25 years ago, they changed it to the Cozy Kangaroo. Because I guess you can't have crazy kangaroo. You can't
Oh.
call kangaroos crazy anymore.
Why not?
I don't know.
Christ,
Yeah, but
Paul.
the
But they
crazy,
changed it.
crazy Clarks, that's gone. Remember
Yeah.
Crazy Johns?
Yeah.
It was a big it was a
That's right.
crazy for a
Oh,
while.
Maybe
yeah.
maybe that it came at the same time. Like, oh, we've been running this Crazy Kangaroo for 20 years. We better get with the times.
So what would it change to?
Cozy Kangaroo.
But
Nah, I like
'cause-
crazy.
No, but
Of course.
Crazy Kangaroo.
It was a great restaurant.
Yeah, but it doesn't. That's not what I associate with
It's also-
pancakes.
Sounds like a very bad
It
restaurant.
was just such a great restaurant.
It was a great restaurant. It
The
just
food
sounds
was
crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy good.
Crazy. in
Pancakes mainly.
there. Yeah,
But I didn't like that
pancake-
job.
You didn't like it. No.
And then around the corner from that, maybe even opposite the road, later on, maybe early high school, I got a job just folding the cutlery for this big pub. I think it was like in this event space,
That
like
was
where
your
they'd have the
entire
disco.
shift.
Yeah, my cousin and I, we just have to like get knives and forks, and I
Yeah.
just remember I just hated that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'd be doing it and then you go, gosh, surely I've been here for 3 hours, and you look and it's been 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when-
I'm going to kill myself.
When you're young, I had no work ethic. I didn't develop a work ethic till way later, I think. Yeah.
And now it's very strong.
Now it's gone. But it was good for a while there, you know. Yeah.
now
really
you're like,
s-
I cannot be fucked with
You
any of
tried.
this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you tried it, wasn't for you.
Mm.
And so what's the worst ever job you've ever had?
Okay, I had to think about this one. This was so short lived because I only did one shift, and I was reminded of it because I was just up in Brisbane doing comedy stuff there, and I went out with some skateboard dudes that I know, and I hadn't seen this one guy for a long time. And I said, "What have you been up to?" He goes, "I've got this great job. I'm working as a car park attendant, and it's so good. Like I can basically just like write and just do anything and listen to music. It's so nice. It's so relaxed. No one's looking over my shoulder." I'm like, "Oh man, that's excellent." And he
Yeah.
goes, "The pay's really good." And I'm like, "But that is so different to when I did that for one shift in Melbourne, when a car park in Burke Street, I think it was." I don't know who got me the job. It's all gone. The memory is gone. But I just remember finding it so stressful.
Why?
Just cash handling. I just was like, I don't know, and I was just like letting cars go through for free. And
Yes.
I didn't give a fuck. And then I remember before the shift was over, I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah,
That
wow.
was kind of the worst job, but it was in hindsight, it was probably piss easy.
It's probably piss easy now because everyone's got a credit card. You just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
And also not many would exist anymore, I can't imagine.
well,
Car
there's
parks.
no the job wouldn't
the
exist.
job.
Yeah.
Car parks.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
that'd be a chill job though, particularly if you're a skater. You're like, and you got to go walk the car park. You got to skate all the way down or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It'd be pretty fun.
fully. But that was bad. But at
So
one
it's just
day,
a handling money.
I
is a
think
big
that was
thing,
it.
not for
I just
you.
found it super stressful.
And
I was too dumb.
because everyone they need the money back right now. There's people lining up
Yeah.
behind them.
Yeah, it's high pressure, super high pressure job.
Yeah, forget it. Not for you. Not for you. No way.
No, that was
That's-
no good.
No, I don't think I used to look at that job and think that looks awful. Like there's not a single thing in that job that looks nice to me. Sitting down all day, I'd feel trapped because you are in a little box, like a Better Call Saul. Remember? There's like one of the
I used
excellent
to
characters.
think the guy who had a
there.
great job that I saw, because I used to work on doing lighting on Neighbours, and Neighbours is an actual street, Pinot Court. And because everyone in Melbourne kind of knew where that street was, they'd go do burnouts in Ramsey Street, which is sick. Or go like,
People actually live on it.
yeah. But one guy owns 3 of the houses, and then there's actual people who live on it. And so they got to film there, so they got to maintain it. So it's blocked off, and it has a security guard there 24/7, 7 days a week.
So how do people live there?
So local-
with
yeah.
that what kind of security? Like they can't
Well, it's
just
actually
drive in and out.
essentially in a gated community.
Yeah, yeah.
And all your front of your house is maintained by production because it's got to look the same every week.
Yeah, but you can't just walk outside and
Oh,
get
but
your mail.
they're not
So
not
there'd be
shooting it.
perks, but it would also be a huge pain
They'd
in
probably
the arse.
shoot
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
one day every fortnight.
Or what happens if you want to have gay sex in a spa, for
Mm.
example?
Yeah.
Well, you just have to wait till one of those days that it's not on.
Okay,
But you're
wait
getting
till-
Great
paid
question.
thousands. You're getting paid.
Pertinent question.
Your mortgage is essentially getting paid.
Yeah, yeah.
They're paying you a
What
phenomenal.
suburb is it?
Nanawadding,
Yuck.
Pinot Court.
Way
But
out
whatever.
yonder.
I thought the guy had the best job because he just had to chill there. It's like, and no one really goes there anymore because Neighbour's not popular. But then because the security guards kept falling asleep because it's so boring. And I was like, what a great job. You can just watch Netflix, chill out. They made the job hard. So every 15 minutes, the security guard's got to go touch, like they put a sensor on a pole. And every 15 minutes, he's got to walk out and touch a stick with a sensor to know that he's logged in.
How cruel.
And that's why I was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah. Because they kept
trained
falling
animal.
asleep. Yeah.
Oh, it sounds. So to keep him awake.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of that. It's so patronising.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
it's like-
probably I'd go to sleep.
Probably shouldn't be sleeping at work, but also, come on.
You got to be, like, if there's nothing happening at 2 a.m., you know what I mean? But I
So they
suppose.
they have to be there at night time.
24/7, the job.
Still now, to this day.
I'd say when Neighbours is wrapped up,
Yeah.
I'd say that'd be, well, yeah, no one's
Long.
paying for it anymore.
The grass is really long on
Man,
the street.
and guess
now.
what? I'm getting
Yeah.
a new Mustang today, so let's fucking, for 2
yes.
days I got the Mustang. Let's go do some burnouts in Pinot Court.
Why are
Fucking
you getting
oath.
Mustang, Brett?
Yeah, what's happened there, mate?
What's
Because
happened?
I went in, I hired a Mustang
Okay.
and I was very excited. And then Ford Australia, like, if you'd like a Mustang to hang out in or whenever you're on tour next,
Just
we'll
let us know.
provide you one.
And this happening, is this the first time?
Yeah, and I said, my next tour is in Victoria. They go, we'll provide you with a Mustang then. I went, I live in Victoria. They're like, oh, okay. Or maybe your next tour. I was like, no, I'll still go down and get one. And they're like, all right.
Where are you going with it?
You can still drive around Victoria.
Oh yeah,
why don't you
I'm
just go
literally
here?
getting an Uber, picking it up. I'll go for a drive. I'm running errands for people. I was like, Pete James arrives
Yeah.
tomorrow. I go, I'll pick you up from the airport, mate.
Do you want to go and do some circle work after this?
Fucking, no, I will respect that vehicle and I will never do such a thing.
No.
You'll take lots of photos and you'll
Yes.
post it, and they will
will
soon you'll
love
be
it.
the face of Ford.
Yes.
I don't know why you're not.
I want those kind of perks in my career.
How often do I get perks? Not that often, so I'm going to enjoy this. Free car.
I was about to say I couldn't get the meat. I just had to get check this out.
Okay.
Gemma, my partner, just got a motorbike license. She was meant to pick up this little Vespa on Saturday, and I said, "Cool, I've got my motorbike license, so I'll ride this little Vespa all the way from Torquay home." That was
a
the
big
plan.
ride.
Big ride for a little bike, but I was like, "I got it." And then I looked at my license; it had been expired for almost a year.
Oh, no.
And then I thought back, I'm like, "How did I miss this?" It would have came down to moving house and not getting
Yeah.
the mail. But then I was recalling the amount of driving I've been doing in the last 12 months. I was like, I've been doing so much unlicensed driving, but do give me a Mustang. For it.
Hey, David, you know who can
how
pick
it
you
works.
up? Your friend Brad.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
But anyway, I got it renewed
Okay.
amazingly on the spot on Monday when I still had the photo. I've got a new photo. It's going to have my
goodness.
fucking dressings from this wound.
Sanitary napkins on your face.
3 years, just
So are
Yeah.
you going to go pick it up?
it'll get sent to me.
Do you have to go do the test again?
No, the Vespa.
Yeah, this weekend maybe.
Ooh.
Do you want me to do? I should do one of your videos, like a big ride update.
Oh, I'd
story.
love
Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, I'd
How
love
fast can a
that.
Vespa go?
Not very.
They can definitely do 80, but I
Yeah.
saw a video on YouTube. A dude was doing 100 on one.
Yeah,
But
you
it'd
can
be
definitely wring
screaming.
its neck
It'd be
and then like
screaming.
just pray for the best, and
So-
you get there eventually. You don't get there.
Just
quick.
rattle it loose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Torquay, there must be heaps of roads that
No,
you
I'll
have
go
to
some
over.
back ways.
Yeah,
I'll go
you're
back
gonna-
ways.
Okay,
As
that's
much
going to
as
be
I
a
can.
big drive.
Nah,
You're gonna be
dude, don't be a
driving for
pussy. Get on the
days.
Great Ocean Road. It's gonna be
Go
freezing.
away from
dude,
home.
it's gonna be freezing as
No,
well.
I love it. I love it. No, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah,
Listening?
this is the last.
Go
last
all
thing
the way to the
Quirk.
top of the Great Ocean, see the 12
Oh.
apostles, straight back down.
But
Jump from one apostle to the next on your Vespa.
Evil Knievel it.
Yes,
Okay.
and that's pretty
I
cool.
love
and we'll
that.
film that, and then Mustang might give you your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you have to do.
Old Mustang Sally over here. Eh?
So that's the worst ever job you've ever had. Have
I
you
think
ever,
so.
Have you ever been fired?
No.
Really?
As
Oh,
far-
that actually shocks me.
Yeah,
I don't. I
same.
was thinking this today, coming here. I was just
Wow.
like,
You're probably
not
too nice
fired.
to fire.
I don't think I've ever been fired. Like that job I did half a shift at. let myself go. Couldn't handle it.
Yep, let myself go.
But the
That's
job
quitting,
that is probably the best, not that you want to talk about the best jobs you've ever had, but it contains some of the weirdest and worst things because it was also the longest. That was the skateboard shop. That was sort of close to 15 years of working in 2 different shops, right?
Now you were, sorry.
I got let go. Like,
oh, that's fine.
They just sort of subtly cut my shifts.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you end up going,
just
it sucks now, and you walk away. So never really got fired, but
it's a cowardly firing.
it was a weak firing.
Why?
Yeah.
The skateboard shop cowardly fired you.
I think so. Yeah.
Why did they? Why did they? Do
I just
that,
had my day, and I
Yeah, but you've also been there 15 years, so you wouldn't give a fuck anymore.
Okay. The cash handling thing, that was way before I started working at skateboard shops. There's the car park thing, but in 14 years of working in skateboard shops, working retail, I never cashed up at the end of the day.
Okay.
I'd let someone else do it. I
think that's the right decision.
You'd be the same. No, you're pretty good with numbers.
I'm good with numbers.
I hated it.
Oh, I love the.
But it was like, no wonder I was.
Favorite.
Really?
I loved it. At the end of the day,
The thing snapping down.
Scrooge McDuck. Yeah. Count off.
$3 short, guys. Turn your pockets out.
The clear windows to the one side, so it was perfect. Loved it.
I'm just not cut out for it, really.
Hey, and that's fine. Everyone has their strengths.
Oh, $50 over. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Straight in the pocket.
That.
I'm recalling all kinds of things, but
you working at this skateboard place. You said it was one of your favorite jobs.
Well.
Why was it weird? What was the weird thing that happened to skate? I would never.
Endless. But I had a couple of good stories. There was this boss. Should I just go into this?
Yeah,
please.
This guy named Rob. I could say his surname.
Stitch.
Stocker.
Right.
Rob Sitch.
Rob Sitch.
No, I haven't worked under him yet.
He didn't work out a skateboard.
But he was the kind of person that I always liked. Like, he was quite funny. But can you swear? Can you say the C word?
You can
say cunt.
He could be a fucking cunt, and I knew it, but I still kind of liked it. Mm-hmm. It's hard to explain. Right, but he frustrated me. He annoyed me, and then some of the shifts, because that was open for Fridays and maybe Thursdays, Fridays till 12 hours, like 10 till 10 at night, because it was a shopping centre, and some of the shorter shifts, I remember I'd start at 4 p.m. and just do like a 6-hour shift or something like that, or even a 4-hour shift, something really short. And so I'd walk in at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Everyone's working. There's customers on the floor. And I said hi to these guys, including the manager, Rob. And I walked out the back and took my backpack off and sat it down. And then I just noticed on the back where people might eat lunch, I noticed, like, very unusual for a skate shop, I noticed 3 or 4 bottles of clean skin red wine, right? They were just sitting there. I thought that's... I was probably mid to late 20s. I wouldn't have drank red wine really much at the time.
Were full or empty?
Full.
Yep.
And I just thought, that's interesting. So I walked back out on the floor, starting my shift, and I said, what's with the wine out the back? And this guy, Rob, goes, it's mine. And I'm like, because he was a cunt, right? He goes, it's mine. I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. And he goes, I just started my shift. And he goes, I'll give you $20 if you can scull one. Right?
Hang on, this guy sounds like a fucking legend, dude.
You'll like this. And I remember going, fuck, he's the boss, right? If he's like,
wow,
he's okay.
He's okay. I don't really want to scull a bottle of red wine, but $20 won't hurt, you know?
And you're getting a free bottle of red wine.
So I go, oh, all right, man. And this is like a minute into the shift starting. And he walks out the back, comes back with $20 note. And I'm like, oh, you sure? All right, man, fuck. And I go out the back, and I don't know if you ever tried to scull red wine.
Like out of the bottle?
Yes. Yeah. Look at me, not Bron. Yes, I have.
Really hard to do. It does not go down well.
Sculling the desert.
Yeah, and I sculled to about that much of a normal bottle. Like, I got that far through.
That's good.
Oh, wow.
Down
you must have wanted to vomit.
Nearly to the bottom. And I remember just instantly feeling like drunk. And I go, dude, I can't finish it. I'm sorry, man. That's the best I can do. Which is a weird thing to say. Like, oh, I'm sorry I let you down.
This is the best. Sorry, Dad. This is the best I've got in me.
Sorry to disappoint you.
And then he goes, no, good work, mate. That's when he went and got the $20, sorry. He goes, no, you still deserve it. He goes and gave me the $20 then after I nearly sculled the bottle. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, cool. $20. Wild. And I'm like pissed at work. This is wild. And then I walk out the back and I open my wallet. And as I'm doing that, I remembered I only had $20 cash in my wallet.
My
and
God.
there was no cash in it. and he just paid me with my own money.
What a motherfucker.
And then I was just drunk at work.
Dude, I would have gone like, did you confront him? Go, mate, that's
I was
my
like,
money.
what the fuck? And he goes, yeah, fuck, I got you. And I was like, this is weird.
God.
And then another day,
I think you're fired for being drunk at work, by the way.
I am the
stealing my wine.
I am the fall guy in all these stories, but these two concern that guy. He was a cunt, this guy, but he was
So
quite
far
funny.
he's sounding like a legend, dude. Anyway.
Yeah, you would have loved him, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but almost like a cut in half squash ball kind of thing. You know,
Okay.
I don't know if it was made that way or if it was something cut in half like a ball. But again, I walk in for my shift, and he goes,
Cram that in your piss hole.
he goes, Quirk, stick that to your forehead and see how long you can keep it there. And I, in hindsight, why would I do that?
Why?
Well, I was just like, it's got to be easy. It can probably stay on there for ages. like I'll ace the test, you know. Anyway, I put it on, I press it, and then and then it's just on there. It's on there for 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, and I'm like, dude,
It's too easy.
seems like it's just not going to come off. Like, and he goes, oh, well, just take it off then. You're obviously really good at it or something. And then I took it off, and of course,
Big
all
circle.
the blood.
Yes.
Just a perfect drawn circle.
Check it out, Quirk. He's just had the dick removed off his head.
And you know, that must have lasted for days and days.
Because he's just essentially got a hickey on
like,
your
yeah, but that big and perfectly round. Just right.
Once again, when are we meant to hate your boss? This guy sounds sick.
He just saw you coming every single
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
do you mind looking through these binoculars and then you come out with 2 black eyes? You know, you're like, God damn, this guy's good.
Do you know once the same guy? This is just a good turn of phrase. I had this girlfriend that worked in the shop for a little while, and then that relationship didn't work out, and then she wasn't working at the shop, and then one day she came in months later, and this guy Rob was working, and this person came in looking just stunning, right? And I'd broken it off, and you know, I was like, oh, you know, it's that classic thing of like, look how
Yeah.
amazing she is.
Yeah.
And we had a chat. It was very personable. And then when she left, this guy Rob just looks at me and goes, mate, you drank a glass of dumb cunt juice the day you broke up with her. So yeah, I guess he is a legend. Yeah.
Was your boss Brett? Oh
It
my
mi-
God.
yeah, it might have been.
He's just such a
Oh,
bully.
I'm like,
No, he
loving
was
his-
more mean-spirited than Brett.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ever mean-spirited. I'm
No.
a smart ass, but
But everything, I don't know, mean-spirited. Smart ass or mean-spirited to make someone drink a bottle of red wine?
dude, I think that's
That's
sick.
Pay them
that
with
is
no money.
funny.
That's so funny.
The funniest, I
But you can
think,
see at the
head
skate shop,
thing.
the lines got very blurred of like
'Cause they used to have a bu-
authority and
Yeah,
I went
you
to
know.
that
yeah,
skate
yeah.
shop. They used to sell beers there as well. You could have a beer and cruise around in there, didn't you?
In the city store,
City
yeah,
one,
after hours, they had beer taps if they
Yeah,
were
yeah, it was
hooked
good.
up. There was one day this guy ended up marrying someone from my hometown.
Yep.
And Rob did. Right?
wow.
Weird coincidence. And
Was it
so
your
he would,
mum?
yes. Yeah, and I'm the son.
Just the ultimate bully. I'm going to fuck your mum.
Turns out she's beautiful and I've married her.
Yeah.
Sucked in. You're like, is this another?
Fuck you,
And I'm
Rob.
taking $20 from your wallet.
Take your mum.
No, we had to be at work for Boxing Day. Boxing Day is probably the busiest day of the year
Yes,
for
of
any
course.
retail place normally. And we had to start work, and this is a 3.5 hour drive. So we had to start work at, I want to say 9 a.m. Maybe it was even 7 a.m. in Melbourne. So we must have left for this drive, this guy and I, because we were friends in some way.
I don't think you were.
That's how I saw it.
He was my best friend in the whole world.
This your bully for sure.
No,
Yep.
but we were good enough. He's like, yeah, I'll drive you quick. I'm going to be up there for Christmas, so we'll leave at like 3 a.m. I'm like, weird, but yeah, let's do it. We're driving up the highway, the Hume Highway, probably an hour and a half into the drive. And at the time, I was listening to this great Norwegian folk duo that play acoustic guitars called
I understand why he bullied you now.
the Kings of Convenience. I really recommend it if you want. Anyway, it's great music, very soft and great. And I thought it's fucking 5 a.m. We need some mellow music, and I had it on CD,
Yes.
right? And I said, Rob, I got some. He was driving. I said, Rob, I got some tunes. It might be nice. It's probably good driving music, especially this time of day. And
I know what Rob's going to do.
so I put it on, And it was even that time of day, it was freezing. It was freezing outside,
Yeah.
you know, that time of morning.
Yeah.
And I put it on, it's probably 20, 30 seconds into the first song, and he hadn't said a word. And he's just looking, and then he looks across at me. He just goes like that. Just couldn't read it. Just like that. And I was like, does he like it? Does he not? Yeah. And then I keep watching him going, I think this is excellent music. Yeah. I'm thinking. And then I just see him wind the window down. Oh, no. And I feel the cold air just and I'm like, there's no reason to put the window down. It's fucking freezing. Yeah. And then he just ejects the CD and goes and threw it out. We're doing 110. And I'm like, dude, stop, fucking pull over. Fuck it. And he goes, no, it's shit. And then wound the window up and just kept driving. And I was kind of like, that's actually awesome.
Yeah, but it's like,
dude, everything
it's $20 though. You're like, fuck.
Yeah, anyway, so that's funny though.
He is.
That's cunty though, isn't
so
it?
he is in
I should
right
say
now.
it was a burnt CD.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
right.
But still, it was my only copy of it.
I remember
it was my only copy.
He's a bully.
Kappa did that to me. I was driving him around in Perth, and then because he likes the Dockers and I like the Eagles, two rival teams, and he kept like singing the song with his new jersey. He got like free, oh nowhere to go. Well, yeah, I just remember grabbing it and I threw it out the window when we were driving. It was like a $110 shirt. But I went back and got it though. I felt bad.
Yeah.
But I was like, I could see what this guy was going to do already. That's funny.
You need to get to the Rob levels of doing things like that, where you just
turn
don't
around,
even look
commit.
back.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, Kappa, how often Kappa's going to have a spare $110? I better go back.
Very rarely.
And he's in Bright now?
No, he runs a bike shop. He sold me that mountain bike, that fancy mountain bike. So he gave me a good discount. That's what I mean. It's like classic bully behaviour.
Does the bike work?
It does.
Okay, well then that's good. I feel like it's
I rode it down the hill and the front tire came off and I nearly died. But yeah, it's a good bike.
And he was laughing behind me. It was weird. It was like he was following me.
He once told me, because he knew my hometown, where there's a beautiful national park called Mount Buffalo. I recommend if you've never been.
Yeah.
And he knew that area a bit. And he goes, do you know what I just did on the weekend? I said, what, man? And he goes, I just went up to Mount Buffalo, which is a fucking national park, completely protected. He goes, I just took a bunch of rocks out of the creek up there and just sold them to the Coburg Aquarium. I'm like, do you know how fucked that is, man? Like making money off a ancient Aboriginal site. And he goes, and then speaking of doubling down, he goes, if you want real money, you know what you do, Quirk? I'm like, what, man? He goes, go up to northern Queensland, coral.
Oh, he
coral,
is a bad
sell
guy.
that to the. How gnarly is that?
Holy hell!
Anyway,
you want real money? You fly to a different country and you kidnap some people.
Yeah,
then you sell them into the sex trade.
Vulnerable
I think
people.
I assume he was joking, but you never know.
You never know with Rob. Well, I do. He's a bully. He's not joking. He sounds like the worst bloke in
There was
the
a
entire
lot of
world.
funny stories though.
Yeah, and you were the butt of all of them.
No, I had a few.
Did you have some wins over Rob?
I used to do this thing.
I want to hear this. I
used to do this thing. I might have to act it out.
Oh, please.
Okay, please.
do.
It's a visual medium. I'll describe it for the audio page.
I thought this was. Oh yeah, I'll try and describe it as well. But I was always interested / upset by, in a crowded place like a nightclub or something, the way men typically, if they're moving through a crowded space where it's sort of shoulder to shoulder. And I don't like these men that do this, but they will, especially if it's a woman they're moving past, from behind, they might lightly grab their hips.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
Excuse me, love. And just you don't touch them too much, but you touch them enough that it's yuck,
It's
right?
gross.
Yeah. Thank you,
The
Bron.
smaller your back, your waist.
Yeah, and it's like,
we
you
know
didn't
what we're
have
doing.
to touch me.
Yeah.
Sorry, love.
But with that in mind,
Move you by your tits.
yeah.
Sorry, sweetheart. You mind moving?
Sorry, I'm on my way to the trough.
I thought, knowing how I don't like that, I thought I might do that at work, right? And so I started doing it. I thought it's
Men or women or
it started with the space between the counter, like where you process a sale, the cash register, and the person, and the distance behind the person to the wall would be plenty of room to walk past someone.
Yes.
Enough, ample room to walk past. And I thought it'd be funny, especially when someone was like serving a customer. Like they'd be just engaged in, the mouse and and doing the thing. And then I would just walk past when there's no reason to touch them.
Yeah.
And just lightly grab them and just go, sorry, just got to get past. and you would always feel their body, you would always feel their body. Sorry, I'm bad at this audio thing. You would always feel their body like stiffen up. They'd be like, yeah, just 99.95. And then they look back. They look back and they're like, "There's no need for that guy to touch me." And
so you're just doing it to anyone who's working
staff,
there.
it started with.
Yeah. It started with.
Yeah, and then you graduate to the customers.
It's just wild.
And they cut your shifts, did they? Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah.
That's so
Someone would be
weird.
looking at a T-shirt like it was up high or something, and I do it to men at least. I wasn't a bad guy. And
Yeah.
and I would
Men
just
can't be
walk
victims.
past. I was
Yep.
like, but all in that sort of with that tone, like, sorry, mate, just got to get past. And then you would literally touch the small of their back or their hips. Just got to get past. And then they would sort of stiffen up, and then they would always look behind them. Because you sort of accept it. If you don't mind if someone's like, oh, you just got to get past. You got to touch me, fair enough. Yeah. But then they would look back and there'd be like a metre of room. I'm like, why did that guy just touch me?
Did anyone ever confront you on it?
No, because it's too
so
weird.
weird.
Yeah. So we did.
Did you do it to Rob?
I tried to, but he was hard. He was hard to. He probably
Caress.
liked it, you know.
Well, yeah, I
And
think.
then, Josh told me a story that you're like, who would be great with gay sex in a bathtub?
Yeah.
This bloke. He
The
loves
man
holding
who's
other men.
holding on to any man he can see.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you've done comedy for how long? How many years?
It's been over 20 now.
Incredible. And you're a very good comedian. I enjoy your comedy
Thank you,
a
Bron. Well,
lot.
back at you.
Oh, thank you so much. So,
But yeah, it's been a long time.
And
Not that
then-
I've got much to show for it, but yeah.
Hey, I don't think so. You last show just got 5-star review. What are you talking about?
That's true. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, huge juice. So tell me,
Apparently
what
the room
is-
was bad though, remember? The
Shit
review.
room,
Oh,
mate.
yeah.
Shit room.
God's
Just
sake.
teeing off on the room. Love the room.
So tell me, what is the worst gig? And you have to go through 2 decades of gigs. What's the worst one?
It doesn't just
You've
have to be
ever
like
done.
shit audience, like something significant or crazy.
Like
happened.
something when in the room was bad?
Yeah. Both the things that come to mind were roadshow, early-ish
Yeah,
roadshow
yeah.
nights. And I'd done maybe somewhere like Warrnambool. Like the
Okay.
leg consisted from memory of like Warrnambool and then Colac.
Oh, Colac's one of the
Oh,
worst.
yeah, you were saying, so
yeah,
Roadshow,
yeah.
for people who don't know, Melbourne International Comedy Festival. At the end of the festival, they'll gather a bunch of strong comedians who are willing to travel, and they'll take them to towns that don't usually get comedy in, like Colac.
And
So-
Colac should never get it again.
Well, yeah,
'cause they're
no
all
one's had a
cunts.
good time
Yeah,
at
it's
Colac. Yeah.
it seems sort of unanimous. But now I'm not happy about this story.
Okay.
But it was bad.
Brett's already happy.
Dude, I'm so happy.
And I probably should put it into some context of the word that came out of my mouth, that it was 10 years ago. I don't know if that excuses anything, but
We'll see.
Yeah, well, depending on the story. Whether,
no, but
non-consent is important no matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
we were told before going out the night before in Warrnambool, let's say it was, that there was a group of disabled people that would be sitting over here, and we were sort of warned that they might make some funny, interesting noises
Great.
from their
It's
laughter.
always nice to know.
And so we went out there and we did hear some interesting noises, and you sort of just like acknowledge it. That's laughter, and you play on.
Yeah,
But I remember that was the thing. It was good to know.
absolutely.
And we get to Colac the next day, and that wasn't said to us at all. They didn't say, also, maybe tonight there's going to be this as well. And so I walked out, and I heard some noises that sounded very, very similar to the people the night before,
Okay.
and said, oh, that's a really funny laugh. You guys sound a bit like those retarded people from Colac. Ha ha ha. And then no one laughed, and I sort of blocked the lights, and I saw a row of disabled people in wheelchairs.
And Rob stealing rocks going, fuck this guy's crook.
Yeah, and anyway, it was awful.
no,
It was
and so
awful.
the
And I'm sorry I said the R word, but
Hey,
I did say that at the time. I
People
would
are
never.
saying it a lot these days. And did you?
It's back, you reckon?
It was 10 years ago that people say it's back. So what? I'm not saying it, but
Should I have said that? Can we bleep that out?
No, but it's saying
No, it's
you're
not.
saying
It's 10 years
retarded
ago.
ages ago. You know, you're not
That's
going on
10 years
stage and
ago.
saying it
Yeah.
now.
and
So
also
Well, the gig has to be bad for a reason.
has
yes.
to be
You
bad.
know,
and you're saying
you put your
it was
hand
your
up, you made a
fault.
mistake.
But that kind of gets worse for me
Okay, great.
because I thought, well, that's fine. I'll hopefully just never come back and do the roadshow or any gig in Colac again.
Yeah.
And then I swear to God, I got put on about the Colac 2 or 3 more times.
Oh,
maybe not the next year, but like 2 years later. I was like, has the comedy festival forgotten that I just should not be doing this gig? Or, it was kind of like punishment, yeah. Anyway, and I got to the, when the tech of the night or the stage manager comes out and gives a little brief on the room, safety, fire exits.
And don't do what a comedian did 8 years ago.
That's what happened.
Oh no!
And I'd forgotten. Obviously, 2 years later, that story was not front of mind, right? And this lady was giving this, what's it called, like the briefing, the safety briefing. Yeah. And she goes, oh, and also there's a new thing in place at the theatre now, where they warn you, or like some measure had been put in place because of what I did that night, and it's now part of the speech for every performance.
And what is it? Like, what is
I can't
remember. Do not say.
Do not be highly offensive. I don't know.
Towards
disabled people.
Maybe it was that. I was sitting there listening to it and going, yeah, no, of course. That's good. And then I remembered where I was, and
it all came back to you.
And I was like, I went over to her. I said, I said, do you remember my face at all? She goes, no. I'm like, good. We'll keep it that way.
Oh my God.
You know how your speech goes for 30 seconds longer than it should? That's me.
Was anyone in the audience? Did anyone remember you? Did anyone call anything out? No.
No. But I don't think so. No. I don't know. But those things stay with you, Yeah. To be used as an example,
Yeah. Oh. Well, we had some people on this. It wasn't autism. It was
Tourette's.
It's some Tourette's people. We had like 3 Tourette's people in Pakenham a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, you were both on the show?
We were, and it's really up there for one of the worst gigs I've ever done because we weren't given any warning, and there was.
We got some warning after the acts got, because then once Bron was out there, we go.
The warning was from me,
and then someone came and go, "Oh, there's some people."
Who was emceeing?
Me.
So you were first to...
And I tried to, like, as I was walking off stage, because I'd noticed it at the start. And
just
I was like,
do the eyes
weird.
or something?
Yeah. I was passing the microphone to the first act. I was trying to, like, say to him, like, oh, there's some...
Instead of just walking past, shaking their hand, you stop them and go...
Listen.
Away from the crowd. There's some people.
Who are
They're yelling stuff out. They can't control it. It's not your fault. It's not about you.
They're trying to like release the grip, like you're
like
a crazy lady.
He didn't even look me in the face. He just like kind of like took the mic.
Like,
and
Dude, I'm such a cunt. I would have just gone, have fun.
Yeah.
Not have told anyone. And then watched it.
Because he didn't work it out.
But there is something to be said for acts watching the show. That would have helped. Then they'd know.
Oh, well, that's it. No, he was in the wing. I don't know how he didn't pick it up. Because
who is this performer?
This is Rowan Thambar. It was his first ever road show.
Yeah, okay.
And
I did it with Rowan this road show.
Lovely fellow.
What a great introduction to his first
one. And
theatre
it was
gig.
An epic bomb because he did
It wasn't epic. It was hard.
Epic. It was one of the worst.
I was trying to save him and give you redemption. And you're like, it's an epic bomb.
No, because at the top I bombed, then he bombed. It was like,
there were no
was
winners.
not a good. No one had a good time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Anyway, he came off stage and was so stressed. But what had happened, I'm sure I've told this before, is he did this. He was struggling and he couldn't work out why, and he started to panic because everyone told him roadshows so easy. And in my experience, they have been so easy, apart from this one. So I was like, God, this is really hard. I don't know why. Oh, I haven't done Colac. And then he did this really long setup for this joke, really long, and the audience was pretty quiet throughout that. So I was like, oh, they're really holding off for this bit. And then he delivers the punchline and it gets nothing. And he it takes the wind out of him as well because he was like, and so the silence remained longer than it needed to until it was broken by one of the people with Tourette's whose tick was burping.
Nice.
So he let out this huge belch. And he was
such a good response to a joke.
But because
I left a big air gap, and I was like, and Zanchik just went, gay. And I was like, please let that be the Tourette's person.
because was a Tourette. So one lady was yelling out like cock, dick, but that was all at Matt Thomas.
Matt Stewart.
Matt Stewart's
getting it regularly, but I got nothing, and then just in a big gap. Gay.
That was me.
Side of stage.
That was wild. But all we needed, what would have made the gig completely different, is someone saying up top, "There's a lot of people with disabilities out there," and then we would have.
There's also a few on the stage.
Absolutely.
Here's Bron Lewis.
But it is even. It's like say the Tourette's gig you're talking about.
Yep.
Even if you did know about it, it's still kind of hard to deal with, isn't it? Because you just you hear the thing and then just ignore it.
Well,
you look just
I
as
played
weird,
it wrong,
you know?
and apologies to listeners who gives a fuck. But when by the time I had the,
Who gives a fuck about the listeners?
no, I may have mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but the lady was like, she was whistling, and I was like, okay, we've heard dick, fanny, fart, gay, great. Everyone's on board. We're all on the same page of what's going on. I walk out, and she's like, and they're like whistling away at me, and I go, fucking hell, not a bad night. I've only been up here for 2 seconds and someone's hitting on me. You know, they're whistling at me.
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm like,
because they're
okay.
they're all uptight. I guess the crowd.
But what would have changed, I reckon, what would have changed it is if the MC knew at the start, so I could say, look, there might be some sounds in the audience, you know,
bit odd.
There's heaps of things where it's inclusive.
Everyone's going to enjoy the show tonight, but some of them are doing it a bit differently. There you go.
Exactly. And if you don't, if you hear something weird, don't worry, we'll find people who are going to make weird noises. No one's going to make fun of you. Okay? Everyone's fine.
So,
and then
what have we learnt? We blame the venue.
The venue.
For these things. Yes, good.
Yeah, the venue made you say the word retarded.
Oh, yeah. And that. Yeah.
That makes me feel a lot better.
That's
about my
grim,
crime.
It's a pretty grim gig. All right, Quirk. This brings us to the end. Is there any? Where can people find you?
Have we covered everything?
Yeah. So
You can always come back to
yeah, we'd love to have you back.
You can find. Oh yeah, well I'll prepare some real solid Rob stuff.
You've had 3 stories which have folded me. So by far, good. This has been one of the more enjoyable episodes I've done today. So
good. Have you done more than one today?
Yeah, this is our
We've
third
done 3.
one.
Okay.
The thing on your forehead. Rob, I don't think it's coming.
What a fucking loser I am.
This is easy.
Yeah, it's like I could go all day, man. How long do the other guys do?
Dude, no, the best part
I
is
would have asked that.
Because you're like, Rob
and he would have said, John did could only do 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Watch me get 15.
But I'm so competitive.
So sad,
I would have fallen for that as well. I'd have been like, well, look at this dickhead. I've done it for like half an hour.
Oh, so funny.
It actually is pretty good.
Now, you're going to take your show on tour just so people can find where it's going to be. How can they find you?
I would recommend Instagram. I've still got a really dumb handle. It's deadbeat, @deadbeat. And dead is spelled D-E-D. Beat is spelled like beetroot. So it's D-E-D-B-E-E-T. Deadbeat. Look me up there. I still use Facebook. But yeah, look, Instagram is where I'll be.
Deadbeat.
Go watch David's shows. David's one of my favourite storytellers, comic storytellers. You make these incredible shows every year. And I'm a big fan. And I would highly recommend, if he's ever in your state, to go watch him, because you can somehow make the simplest things so interesting. I don't know. I always find the stories great.
Brother. Yeah. No, this show is good. I'm prepared to say that. I learn a lot from putting half squash balls in my head.
Yeah.
And, I've come out the other side, and I now make good shows.
You taking it to Colac? Or?
Yeah, you got to Colac with it? Yeah.
Doing residency in Colac. I got 2 months at the Coburg RSL. So I'll be down in Tasmania, but I'll be posting about this. More importantly, I don't know when this comes out.
Yeah, a couple of weeks.
Okay, if it comes out before the 2nd of August, I'm doing the show one last time in Melbourne at the Replay Festival.
Oh, great.
Awesome. Where you were both doing or done?
No, I'm not doing it.
You're not doing it, bro?
No, because I did my filming recently.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Okay.
Frankston. I'm taking mine to Frankston.
Great.
Ooh,
but no, that's something I'd like people to come to. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Of course.
All right.
Thanks,
well, legends,
folks.
thank you very much for joining us. If you're not already in the Patreon, make sure you do so. Jump on. If you can give us some 5-star reviews on the bloody iTunes, that would be awesome. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow David Quirk.
Please.
Follow me and Bron. Have a ripper day, guys. Bye.
Thank you, Quirk.
I've been fired from a lot of places. I've been fired from so many places.
I went into the class one day, real bullets. Kill me.